Hi, I'm Susan Paine. I'm running for Reelection. I certainly been an interesting first term. I don't think anybody could have planned on a pandemic to get us started with all the new people on council. So that happened, in 2020. I couldn't be more proud of the work that we've done, particularly during the pandemic. We kept our economy strong. We kept Edmonds safe, and we've offered a lot of support for sustainability for the environment. And our economy is thriving. Through the financial support of the CARES Act was a big factor for our success, and that also includes that Edmonds did not lay off any staff, nor did we cut any programs. That gave us a great launching off spot for the rest of our programs as we've come out of the pandemic. Our human services program was started during that time, and that was very helpful to respond to the pandemic, the needs of the pandemic, and how it's impacted our residents. We've prioritized public safety every step of the way, and we've made important strides on environmental sustainability. But they've got a lot more other work to do. And I'm running because I do believe in the promise of Edmonds. We're very fortunate to have Edmonds be as beautiful and the natural beauty, and everybody loves coming into Edmonds. Our arts community is busy and thriving, and we have these really wonderful neighborhoods. We need to find more sustainable ways to provide more housing opportunities here in Edmonds, and we also need to have better support for our families in need through our human services programs. We need to support our neighborhood commercial districts because that is both very sustainable and builds walkable communities, and it also provides for shared prosperity in our community. Looking ahead, we have a lot of other opportunities that we can focus on in ways that honor the past and also bring in future trends. Highway 99 is a really lovely example where it's been neglected for a while. Oh, doggone it. So I do hope to earn your vote, and my campaign is susanpaine.com. You can find more things about me there. I've lived in Edmonds for a long time, and I've raised my family here. I've been a public servant here in Edmonds as a volunteer for decades, and it's personal for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nice to have you here, and thanks for taking the time to do this.
Of course.
So, have some questions or some thoughts they'd like to share?
Bring it on. And if you don't have topics, I have topics.
Okay.
She can prepare.
Came prepared.
Wow.
Okay. So then, thank you so much for your past service on the school board and on the council and community volunteer. It's a lot of time demand, and I commend you for that.
Thank you.
So my question is about public safety. You mentioned we have been prioritizing public safety, but the fact is 80% of the crimes are happening on Highway 99, and our nice dedicated police department is situated right downtown. It takes anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes to get up there, especially when all the Taste of Edmonds and the numerous market that's going on, blocking almost like 75% of the surrounding the police department, and now the civic field is opening. So that's kind of like box the police department.
Maybe a bit of
right
congestion?
Yeah, so do you see this is the best structure, or do you see opportunities for police relocation?
There is an opportunity to have a police annex and a profound one up there along Highway 99. It's super important. That is where all the crime is. And it's unfortunate that hasn't been recognized earlier, but you're coming on council where we have better representation across all of Edmonds. It makes a huge difference. And so, yeah, absolutely, I'd support that. I mean, there are a lot of aspects of public safety. Traffic safety is big, and crime is huge. But so we need to make sure that we have all of that put together. But public safety is absolutely critical.
So how can we bring the police on board?
Well, So you've already got a proposal that's in the budget. It's already there. We just need to get that, put together, right?
I know, but I think we need to work harder to bring the police on board.
Okay. I agree.
Okay, other questions?
I'll let Richard go.
Susan, we've met.
Yes.
We're average long-term residents
Right.
of Edmonds. Very little political impact and just an average citizen. My wife and I are concerned that a beautiful little waterfront town is becoming more of a satellite of Seattle.
Right.
And we have some things, when you mentioned Ballard and Kirkland.
I didn't mention those.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
And everywhere you turn, parking, crime, congestion, speeding,
Yeah.
it's all seems to filter down. Do you think within the budget and under Mr. Turley, we have the resources to keep this a nice town?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have, so financially, we are doing extremely well. We have our reserve, then I call what we have our super reserve. So 8% of our revenue is already reserved. Then we have another 4% on top of that. And then on top of that, we've got several $1 million that have been untouched, which really isn't really great financial. We're not minding all of our fiduciary responsibilities. We're doing very well financially. We're going to have to be cautious, but we've got the police department that is now almost fully staffed. We've got all the plans and people in the pipeline, and it is a pipeline, and so we're getting law enforcement put in place there. What we're going to see and experience is people will continue to come to Edmonds because it is so charming, and we will always have a lot of congestion down here. For, car congestion, I'm hoping that we will end up with better community transit bus lines down here because people will take the bus down here. So I think that's an opportunity for us. Did that answer all of your questions? We're not going to turn into Ballard. Nobody has any interest in putting tall buildings down here or Kirkland. I mean, having our downtown be the downtown that we have now is an attractant. It is a part of our brand, and it's meaningful for us here. It's meaningful for others too because it's a very human scale community.
Susan?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, not at all. If I could do one short,
Sure.
I used to study population before accounting, and as a town now of 45,000 almost,
Almost.
what's the projection for 2030? 75 to 80,000?
How much?
75,000.
No. No, what's the data? It's maybe touching 50,000. I still have your card at home. I will get back to you.
I think that projection is going to be wrong.
Okay, well, there's only so many houses, right? So
With the new housing goals, that could change in the direction that he's talking.
right, but I don't think that we're projecting more than 50,000.
That was before the state passed its recent laws.
I think that
State law,
Well,
and taxes.
right. I think it will,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That would be interesting also for this group to have someone talk about that.
Yeah.
Right. For
Yeah, it's
And
so
what it
new.
means to us.
what the PRSC should have those data.
My follow-up was on the Diamond parking. And
Yeah.
just because I'm always saying, well, we have such a walkable city, and I never have to park more than a block or two away.
Right.
But tell me where this Diamond parking is, so I can say to people when they say it's parking, I'm going to say that.
It is right. It's a little bit south and east of the Bank of America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's a pay lot.
It's a pay lot, but we've purchased it. We're leasing evenings and weekends for the rest of the year.
Oh, I see. Now that's new information.
We got that information out there, but it just didn't get broadly spent. Okay.
That's interesting. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's good information to have.
So, Susan, I would be curious. What do you think are the top 2 to 3 most contentious issues in Edmonds? Ones that where you get the fire and light.
Okay.
And what do you think they are? And pick one of them and tell me how we ought to address
15
that.
seconds.
In 15 seconds. I think it's going to be housing abundance.
Okay.
And I think that that's going to attract a lot of both fire and light. And I think that what we need to focus on are first things first is let's make sure we are happy with our design standards and then start talking about what it should look like with multifamily housing and then start talking more about duplexes and triplexes. A lot of us grew up in neighborhoods with duplexes and triplexes. And I think that would be perfect for surrounding neighborhood commercial centers. Does that help?
Yes, it does.
Thank you so much.
you,
Take a
ma'am.
breath.